Hello, everybody. How it's done, done, done. I am going to be working on my K-pop Demon Hunters poster today. I have to finish this because Comic-Con is literally next weekend, and I have so much to do on this poster. And I have been trying to balance out doing my commission work with doing, you know, Comic Con prep. And obviously, having this poster done for this Comic Con is super important because, K pop Demon Hunters is still incredibly relevant and very popular. And, I have high hopes that this will sell pretty well. Because the last Comic Con happened like 2 weeks after K-pop Demon Hunters came out. So obviously the artists in the artist alley didn't really have a lot of time, to make fan art and stuff for it. So this is going to be the Comic-Con where I'm kind of expecting to see lots of stuff cuz it's huge. There's going to be fan art, there's going to be button pins and stickers and all kinds of merch. So I'm hoping that I can make a poster that, really like shines. I want people to really like love this one. So, yeah. So I have to finish Mira, and that's what I'm going to be working on today. And then Monday, after I finish my last commission for the month, I'm going to be working on all the background stuff. So I have to do Derpy and Sussy and then the Saja boys. And that will be it. Then I have to print out the poster. I think I'm going to print 15 copies just to be safe. Usually I only do 10 of each print. But, I don't know, how popular this is going to be. So 15 copies. And if it does sell out on Saturday, then I could just print a few more for Sunday. I don't think it will because most, prints I make never, fully sell out. That's extremely rare. Like, even my Has-Been Hotel prints, like I sold off a lot of the nifty ones. I sold off my Hell of a Boss prints, Luna, and I had like 3 left out of 10. So, they can do really well, but it's very rare that I sell all of them. So, let me announce that I'm streaming in my Discord server real quick. Something I got to do. Also, there's a new World of Warcraft drop. So, if you guys watch for like 4 hours, you get like the purple pajamas or whatever they are. Pop Demon Hunters poster whip. Boop. There we go. Okay. I also have a K-pop Demon Hunter karaoke thing going in the background. I wish I could actually play the songs on stream, but I'd get hit with the copyright. Bleh, the copyright junk. I had to turn on a light because my camera can't read my face, so my mouth wasn't moving when I talk. Alright, now that it's got some light, it sees a little better. I was sitting here in the darkness. Okay. Let's see. So, we are going to hide everybody because it's just a lot easier when I, work on one character at a time to not have all this other stuff. Lots of layers. My goodness. There's the Saja boys. Hide all of that. Alright, so let's get Mira. There she is. So we're gonna work on inking her first. You're the one I think of every time I drink up. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. It's just too catchy. My little soda pop. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You're my soda pop, gotta drink every drop. Alright, let's see. Okay. Oh man, they're playing free. That one's my favorite. I tried to hide, but something broke. Couldn't sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. Here with you, I can't finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I've been hoping to change. Now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. Oh, hello! I didn't know anyone was watching. While I'm just awkwardly singing K-pop Demon Hunter karaoke. Oh. What can I say? The music is so catchy. And also, good morning! I got to draw Mira today. I'm gonna need to get some references of her. Hang on, I gotta minimize this a second. Gotta open up VLC Media Player, open up the movie, and like pause scenes. Let's see. Cause I gotta like get screenshots, like find details of her outfit. Let's see here. And there it is. In the corner. Alright, so outfit. There we go. Hang on. That's a good one. Alright, so when they're in their white pearlescent outfits, because there's like patterns on the sleeves that I need to see. Okay, there we go. So it goes like all the way up her sleeves. It's so shiny though, it's really hard to see. I'm working on RP outlines. Ooh, fun! Good morning, or what's left of it. Yeah. Only 30 more minutes and then it's afternoon. Okay, let's see. Trying to see the patterns on her sleeves and on her skirt, and it's so shiny. Oh my gosh. Maybe I can also find like a cosplay too, because I found like a cosplay that helped me with Zoe's outfit patterns, because it's like it's very hard to see. There's a lot of detail here. I'm gonna see if I can find a cosplay photo. Oh yeah, it's like I'm trying to get screenshots and stuff. YouTube keeps showing me trailers for Wicked for Good. And that movie is gonna hit me hard in the feels. I bet. I seen some trailers for it. I went to the movies with Mike and we saw Predator Badlands, which by the way was awesome. I mean, I'm not saying that just because I happen to be a big fan of, you know, the Predator franchise and all, and you know, I'm into my aliens, but it was like, it was genuinely a good movie. Oh, like, I recommend. Highly recommend. But yeah, I did see the trailer for that new Wicked movie. And there were some, like, other movie trail, like there's a new Disney Pixar movie coming out, and it didn't look like a Disney Pixar movie. It looked like, Mike says it looks like early DreamWorks, like back in the Shrek days, you know, like I don't know, it's like the graphics of it, the CGI and all just doesn't look like the quality you would expect from a Disney Pixar film. And the premise of the movie just doesn't really look all that interesting to me, so I don't know. I feel like Disney is still kind of like, it's in a dark ages right now. They're in like a very corporate mode where they're thinking more about money than they are thinking about actually making good movies anymore. So, my opinion. It like they're making movies for the shareholders, you know, the guys in suits. They're not making movies for you and me. Season 2 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians hits next month, and I'm super excited for that. See, I've never seen Percy Jackson or read the book, so unfortunately I don't really know much about it. But I have heard a lot of really good things. I've heard it's excellent. And I'm sure it is. All right, let's see. I just like live under a rock. And also there's honestly just too much media. We live in a time where there's too many shows, too many movies, too much anime. It's so hard to have like a shared cultural experience of everybody's watching the same thing and we all know everybody is into the same stuff and we could all geek out about it. Like, there's just too much, too many shows. Like, everybody has a list of shows a mile long that their friends are like, oh my god, you gotta watch this, and you just can't get through it all. I would have to have Mike download it because we don't have any streaming services anymore. We finally cut him off. Kicked him to the curb. Let's see, Mira cosplay. Okay, images. I just gotta see what are those patterns on her outfit. Final outfit pattern. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Copy image. I found it. See, this is really handy because there's like a lot of people who make the costumes, and like now I can actually see what the patterns are on her sleeves and on her skirt too. Like, this is really, really, really helpful. And whoever made this, oh my gosh, what an amazing job. This is so well done, and that fabric is so shiny. That probably costs a pretty penny. I don't watch TV anymore because there's so much going on. That's valid. The cosplay community is awesome. You you know the whole I don't watch TV anymore thing? That actually like is super relatable because you know what I find happens to me nowadays is like whenever I did have Netflix or Hulu or, Paramount Plus or any of those, when I'm like, I kind of feel like watching TV, I turn it on and I'm immediately like, there's so many things, and I get choice paralysis really bad because like there's a lot of shows that I like, but then all of a sudden I'm not even sure like what am I even in the mood to watch? And I just kind of like freeze up because I can't pick anything. I can't decide. So I end up, picking nothing and just turning it off. And lately, like most of what I watch is just YouTube. Like I watch a lot of like YouTube videos about all different stuff, like documentaries and nature, wildlife stuff and funny things, just anything and everything. But like all I watch now is YouTube and I don't really watch shows that much anymore cuz I like all the shows I really liked I've already watched and I've watched them multiple times. So now I'm like at the stage where I don't know, I just nothing is like super appealing to me at the moment. Oh, I went to apparently this costume is $83, which is a lot cheaper than I thought it would be. But I found good quality photos and it has like side views and everything. Cause I really am trying to see like what this pattern is on the arm. Right here. But wow, 83 bucks. That's really cheap. Like insanely cheap. Suspiciously cheap. There we go. That would be on her sleeve right here. Okay. Let me squish it down. That's good. A lot of time and money spent making their costumes, yeah. But my sis stream shows it's usually anime. See, with anime, I also get choice paralysis really bad because, like, I have, students who watch anime and, like, a lot of people in my Discord server, and everybody has so many recommendations for so many different anime, and I'm just like, I don't even know where to start. Oh. So, like, right now, the anime I'm watching is the new season of Spy Family and also Ranma One Half, because the episodes come out every Saturday. And me and Mike are going to be watching the episodes, like, about 2 o'clock today. He's giving me some time to get some work done, and then we're going to catch up on that. But, obviously I stick to Ranma One Half because that's like childhood, grew up with it, and Spy Family. I think it was my friend David Neoyoshi who introduced me to that one, and like me and Mike just fell in love with it. So those are the shows I'm watching right now, anime wise. Um, and we have a list a mile long of other stuff, but so far behind on Spy Family. Oh yeah, we've been basically keeping up with it. But yeah, it just there's so many shows. Like I was watching on Netflix back when I had Netflix, My Happy Marriage. I fell behind on that one though. What else? I was watching The Delicious in Dungeon. which I actually really enjoyed. That was well, the first time I watched it, I was like, I don't know if I'm into this. It's like, okay, they adventure through dungeons and they eat things. How could you possibly make a story with that? But they pulled it off. They did. They pulled it off. Da, da, da. Let's see. Okay. Now for me, it's Digimon Beat Break and Kamen Rider Zets. Yeah, we were also watching the Urusei Yatsura remake, and also we have like a lot of old anime that we've been watching on and off, dabbling. Like oh man, Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040. I also have a record of Lotus War. We have like all of the Slayers series. I'm talking like 90s. Old. Like Mike has been very busy essentially getting all the stuff that I used to love way back in the day. Also, they're doing like an anniversary thing for Gundam Wing, which I was pretty excited about because Gundam Wing was my personal favorite of all the Gundam anime. But I will admit, I definitely feel completely out of my element nowadays with anime in general because not only is there just so many, but like I have no idea what 99% of these shows are anymore. Like I used to be pretty up on it back in the 90s and early 2000s when it came to anime. I was a really big otaku, which again, now they use the term weeaboo, but like it was my life. I was just I can't say I watched every single show, but I watched a lot of them, and I had ways of, getting a hold of stuff, which back in that time frame, getting anime was really hard. It wasn't as readily available as it is today. Like, we had to have people go to, like, Hollywood Video and get VHS tapes, and then we'd have to record them and spread them around, And then we'd also have to get like fan subbed anime, like ordered these purple VHS tapes from different places. It was a lot to get anime back in the day because if you wanted to get it officially and you wanted to buy an anime tape, it would be like $35 and you get like 2 episodes and you could only get it in sub or dub. It was kind of outrageous, if you wanted to collect anime legit and officially back in the day, you had to be like really well off. And obviously I was a teenager, just a kid in high school. I did not have money to throw around like that, so I went with the pirated VHS tapes that my friends would pass around. And like as the tapes went further and further down the line, the quality would get worse and worse because they'd be recorded over and over again. And kids these days, they don't even know what a VHS tape is. They're like, what is that? Ancient technology of a bygone era. You are from the 1900s. Like, oh my god. Y'all making me feel way too old. But yeah, that's how we did it. See, next month for me is dedicated to Percy Jackson and Fallout Season 2. I feel old just hearing about Gundam. Remember? Seeing those at FYE Media Play prices were insane. Oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah. The prices like on anime was always ludicrous. I remember I had like maybe 3 anime VHS tapes growing up that were actually legit that I bought. And one of them was Kiki's Delivery Service. And then I had the Sailor Moon R movie. And I think the other one was Project A-ko. And like that, I think that was it. Because all the other tapes I had were just, pirated recordings. But that's how I got to watch like Neon Genesis Evangelion and Ranma 1/2 and Urusei Yatsura, um, Cutie Honey, Tenchi Muyo. And then, of course, when Toonami started airing anime, I would tape everything. Like, I had that VCR going, taping every single show. I didn't miss a beat. I would record them via VHS when they aired on Adult Swim. Yeah, I used to get up at midnight to record the anime off of Adult Swim because they would put like the uncut versions. So they would air like Dragon Ball Z and actually show, some of the blood and have them saying like damn and hell, stuff that was edited out. And Gundam Wing too. I was like, oh my god, I gotta get up at midnight just so I could see blood and hear the word damn. Oh, it would annoy my dad so much because he had a futon in the living room, like that's where he slept in our old apartment. So, I would have to go downstairs into the living room at midnight to tape, uncut Gundam Wing and then Dragon Ball Z. And he was subjected to all of my anime. The only one he admits that he liked was Tenchi Muyo because, naked ladies and hot springs. Even though those were censored, remember how they used to paint purple bikinis on the characters back in the old Toonami days? Oh, they were very creative with their censorship. And you can tell they were like painted on because they were like wobbly, like they didn't really fit with the animation. And there was no shading or any detail on them. But hey, kudos on them for trying to protect the innocent Western children from seeing nudity. Japanese kids, though, like, in Japan, it's such a huge cultural difference. Like, they have no qualms about, nudity and people bathing together. But for us, it's like, oh no! Actually, speaking of anime censorship, I recently heard that I think Japan is now kind of fighting back against it because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like a lot of anime lately has been more and more censored to suit, Western audiences. So like I noticed it when I was seeing the new remakes of like Urusei Yatsura and even Ranma 1/2 because those shows always had a lot of nudity in them. Like they had boobs and nipples. And now like Urusei Yatsura didn't show any boobs. And now Ranma 1/2 when it does show boobs, there's no nipples. And I'm just like, that's very odd. Like, usually anime, like, they don't care about stuff like that. They're not hung up on nipples or showing boobs. Like, that's kind of the reason why a lot of Western audiences really loved watching anime because you're never going to see naked boobs in a Western cartoon. I mean, like even adult Western cartoons like Vox Machina or Castlevania, when they have like a sex scene, they don't show like their biddies, they still cover up stuff in Western animation. But in anime, they never covered up anything. But now they do. Side boob, gotta hide that. Been a lot of pushback against it. Yeah. I remember, was it Dragon Age? Dragon Quest? I think it's Dragon Quest. Yeah, it's Dragon Quest. I'm getting my games mixed up. The Japanese creator of that was like upset because he had to censor the character's outfit. Cause the character kind of wears bikini armor or something, but when he made the game, they had to like cover it up, like put pants on her because they couldn't show like all her upper thigh or something. And he was like commenting on it in an interview, you know, like he was really not appreciative. Like, why do I gotta cover up my character? Meanwhile, Digimon underboob, lots of underboob. Anime still does have a lot of spicy stuff though. You know, it depends, but I definitely have noticed that they've watered it down. Like they're not as flashy as they used to be because they know that like anime has become a multi like billion-dollar industry, you know, because it's become so huge in the West. So it's kind of like how Western animation companies censor stuff for countries where they know it isn't gonna fly. Like, you know how Disney, if they have anything like remotely gay in their movies, when they ship it off to China, they cut all of that out or they completely edit it away. So it's like the Japanese are doing the same thing. They know that in the West, you know, any show that might be watched by young folks cannot have any sort of nudity. So they just cut it all out. And now our anime is boobless. But yeah, Japanese right now are trying to fight against that because they want their titties back. And you know what? Kudos on them. Get your titties back, guys. You should have never lost your bare boobies in your anime. Oh, man. I just had to look at the picture there. I'm like, yeah, this comes to a point. There we go. Sent you Digimon that is an example of underboob. Oh, wait, you mean the Digimon have the underboobs? It's not the human characters? That's a Digimon? What? Is that supposed to be a Digimon or is that a human character? I'll be honest, I haven't watched Digimon. You're gonna hate me for this, but back in the day when Digimon was airing and Pokemon was airing, I was a big Pokemon fan, and I didn't see the point in watching Digimon because I thought Digimon was just a knockoff of Pokemon, so I never gave it a chance. And so to this day, I've never actually watched Digimon. And you know, I fell out of love with Pokemon after like 2 years. I really was only into Pokemon for, you know, middle school, 6th and 7th grade. And then I fell into Dragon Ball Z really hard. And that was it. Like, I gave up Pokemon. I only ever played Pokemon Red and Blue. And I read some of the comics. And I watched the original anime of it, like the, you know, first season or whatever, that had, you know, Ash, Misty, and Brock. And that was it. So I didn't even get really too hardcore into Pokemon either. It wasn't really my kind of anime, and I also didn't like Yu-Gi-Oh either. I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't like the art style or even the concept. Like, just a card game battling like, it didn't interest me. I was so over the having to collect things, you know? It wasn't my kind of story. I was more into, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Gundam Wing, Tenchi Muyo, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Ranma 1/2. Um, Eventually Inuyasha, that became like huge for me. Inuyasha was like my most favorite anime ever. I was hardcore into that one for like 5 years, which was the longest stint I'd ever gone being really hooked on an anime. Digimon designs can be pretty crazy. They're not linear like Pokemon, they can change drastically. Saw the schedule change for the art piece for my character and her man, which I'm not mad but more excited now because I totally understand getting the final prep for next weekend. Oh yeah, I did bump your commission up because the past 2 commissions I finished them early because I've been trying to work really, really hard to get all my commissions done this month so that I can focus on finishing this poster. So yeah, your project's gonna get done Monday, so yay! I'm like crunching to get this poster done because now I literally only have a week left, so it's like it's game time. Gotta get it done. And I hope it sells well. I really do. I don't know like how Comic-Con is gonna go because the last 2 Comic-Cons have not been super good for me. Because I definitely feel like people are all feeling the financial crunch right now. You know, the economy is really bad, inflation's really high. People are more concerned about like, can I pay my bills and buy food and put gas in my car, and they don't really have as much fun money, to spend at like conventions and whatnot. So I'm hoping that because this is November Comic-Con, meaning people are gonna be doing Christmas shopping, that they're gonna be like a little bit more eager to spend some of their money. So yeah, here's hoping. Because I need that money to pay my bills for this month. Like, my bank accounts right now are really, really empty. My dad had to give me money yesterday for groceries. Because, like, I had to go out and buy groceries and it was like $162. And that, wipes me out. And as you guys can see, my little bar down here, $428.65 is all I've made this month on commissions. And my rent is almost $1,400. So, yeah. I'm not doing well financially. I'll be real honest about it. I haven't been doing well financially for a while. And that's why I've been working so hard on the VTuber stuff. Because I'm hoping to debut my VTuber character by January. So once Comic-Con is over, I'm gonna be full steam ahead on finishing everything for Amayame. Like, I have to finish her background. I have to get all of her stream stuff set up. I gotta make emojis for the Twitch stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do about moderators because I don't have anybody to moderate. Like, I don't even have a moderator in my Discord server. So I guess I'll worry about moderators if, it blows up and does really good, and then I'm gonna need moderators. But yeah. And thank you, Blaze. I know you've done a lot to help. You have. Like, all of you guys who've commissioned me and, like, subbed to my channel and all the different things that you guys have done has helped. It's just, it's one of those things where it's like, I literally need to make $2,000 a month, and it's very hard as an artist to make $2,000 a month on art commissions, because that means I have to have a lot of people commissioning me. And most of the time I'm booked out 2 months, and when people find out that I'm booked out 2 months, they don't want a commission because they don't want to wait that long. They want to like get their art like right away, like here's my money, do my art right now. And I'm like, unfortunately it doesn't work that way. Like I have a queue, I do the work in the order I receive it, and there's only so many hours in the week, so I'm kind of limited. I can only do so many commissions per day, per week, per month. So yeah, it's very hard, you know. I'm patient because people who do art have lives. See, I appreciate you guys. Like, you understand, if you have to wait a couple weeks or a month or 2 months. Like, I know there's some artists that are, like, booked out for, like, 6 months to a year. You know? To me, your art is well worth the wait. Thank you! But yeah, it's just, unfortunately, I would say, like, since 2023 when the AI art stuff came out, I've noticed my business has shifted. Like, I just noticed that I, was starting to get less and less commissions. And I'm not going to completely blame the AI art for it, but I do believe that it's a big cause of, like, why I've taken such a hit. So because now, like, why would you pay hundreds of dollars to commission an artist when you can generate thousands of images, like, for free, And I feel like that's part of what's been going on. So a lot of people have just been doing that. And what's really sucky is even when I go into stores now, like Michael's craft store, I've been noticing that the merchandise is AI art. Like some of the Halloween merchandise like there was one picture of two skeletons that were like embracing each other. And I noticed that the hands on one of the skeletons was really messed up, like not normal at all. And I'm like, oh no. So now they're not even hiring artists that license their art for merchandise. They're literally just generating AI slop to put on products to sell in the stores. So all the artists who relied on licensing their work are pretty much out of a job now too. I'm just like, huh, nobody is safe. Nobody is safe from this. And that really sucks because I had my like a half a mind to get into art licensing, to get my art onto merchandise and stuff. But now it's like, well, I guess I'm not getting into that industry. Oh, the time for that has passed, it seems. But, yeah. AI has really screwed over a lot of people. And then, of course, the other thing is the economy. So, like, some of my best clients who used to commission me a lot, and I mean big money commissions that would pay, like, my bills for the whole month, they like lost their jobs or had like a reduction in hours, or just they're in a financially precarious place now. So they had to stop commissioning me because they're not in good, financial situations either. So I'm just seeing how from 2023 till now, things have just been getting so much worse across the board for everybody. And when people can't afford their own basic survival, they're not going to have like extra money to spend on artwork and frivolous kind of stuff. So it all trickles down. When the economy is doing bad and when people are struggling and they're not making ends meet, artists suffer too, because people can't afford to buy art, because art is like a luxury. It's not a necessity, So that's kind of the situation I've been in, where I've just been noticing that my workload and the amount of commissions that I get is severely dwindling since 2023. And I've had to figure out ways to pivot, and it's been very difficult. So um I'm at the point where, like, I have to figure out something. I gotta make a change, because if I don't make a change, I'm going to end up going out of business, because I'm gonna run out of, money to live on. And the money I've been living on is money from the pandemic, ironically. So yeah, it's definitely a scary time. I'm not really super good with, change, like big changes. Like I got really comfortable over the past 5 years, just doing art commissions for people every day. And, unfortunately, the art commissions just haven't been enough anymore, so I have to change what I'm doing. And that's pretty much where it's at. Yeah. The AI era is starting to circle the drain, so hopefully that bubble bursts soon. I get that. Trust me, change sucks. Yeah. I really hope that the AI thing bursts, but who knows? I mean, the one thing that I've been noticing is they've been actually firing people from a lot of different jobs to replace them with AI, only to discover that, oh no, the AI is not really good enough to replace people yet. Like, gee. But it's pretty awful, wanting to replace human beings with AI at all. Like, I don't know. Not a nice thing to do. As of 2025, AI has been losing corporations $3.5 billion. They're trying so hard to force it, but isn't going well. Well, that's hopeful. Because, like, I'm worried that, we're going to end up in a world where they try to automate every single thing. Because I heard that they were, like, using, like, AI drive-through ordering for people like Taco Bell and stuff. So, like, yeah, we don't even need people to take orders anymore. We can do it with AI. And I know it's kind of a weird thing, because obviously there's a lot of jobs that, let's face it, these jobs suck. It's not something anybody wants to do with their life. Like, nobody wants to work, in an Amazon fulfillment center, peeing in a bottle, packaging boxes of stuff, and putting them onto a truck for like 12 hours a day. Like, it's hard, back-breaking, physical, mind-numbing labor. But people do these jobs because there really isn't anything else, and they need these jobs, and we need entry-level jobs, because if we don't have those kind of jobs, then what are people gonna do? Like, people take these jobs because they're desperate and they need them, because it's hard to get high-level jobs, and not everybody has the education and the skill level to get high-level jobs. So we need, like, cashiers and grocery store clerks, and people packaging and shipping stuff, like manual labor kind of stuff. Even though those jobs are just awful, but if they get rid of all those jobs, they're going to have so many unemployed people. That's like, what are you going to do? You still expect people to make money to buy food and pay rent, but if you take away all of our jobs because everything's replaced by AI and robots, you're going to have like an entire society of like homeless and helpless people who can't get work. I don't know how that's going to work and why they're pushing so hard to create a society like that. Like, unless they're going to give us all universal basic income or something. Give us money then, if you expect us to have money to pay rent. Let's see. As my daughter says, AI is creepy and artists work hard on their art. It's true. After your VTuber debut, will you be doing art still, or will you be changing the type of content you stream completely? So I am planning in the beginning to continue doing my commissions Monday through Wednesday, like I do now. And then VTubing like Thursday, Friday, and maybe Saturday as well. I'm probably gonna do like 3 days of commissions, 3 days of VTubing, and then 1 day off, which it's gonna be my private art lesson day. So I'm basically gonna be doing the VTubing with everything I'm already doing to see how it goes. Now, if it takes off and I start doing extremely well with the VTubing, then I can start easing off of some of the other stuff. Now, I don't want to ever completely stop doing art commissions because I've been doing art commissions since I was 14 years old. I love doing art commissions, okay? Like, trust me when I say I'm not doing this just to make money. I'm doing this because I actually love doing it. Like, I love drawing people's characters and doing commissions. I've been doing them almost my whole life. So I don't ever want to stop doing commissions. Because I know some people probably worry, like, if you become huge as a VTuber and you start making really good money, you don't have to do commissions anymore. But, like, I have an entire community of people who love my art, and I want to continue, you know, giving people art. So don't have no fear. I'll always be doing art commissions until I get too old and my hands become arthritic and I can't draw anymore. So we have a long way to go until that happens, I hope. God willing, I live to be old, right? That is a relief because I still have things I want you to draw in the future. Yay! But yeah, like, I definitely want to assure people that I am always going to be here for art commissions. Now, I might be, like, depending on how the VTuber thing goes, I might, like, cut down the commissions a little bit. Because, you know, it depends. I mean, it's kind of like we're going to cross that road when we get to it, but, you know. Like, instead of doing, you know, 20 commissions a month, I might just do, like, 10. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to kind of just, you know, take it one moment at a time. It's really like I'm gonna play it by ear, you know? Like, if the VTubing becomes really, really big and I have to, like, maybe VTube an extra day a week, then I might cut the commissions down, like, 2 days a week, with VTubing being, like, 4 days a week or whatever. But we'll see. I know, like, there's some VTubers who make like $10,000 to $20,000 a month, which blows my mind. Like, I don't know if I have what it takes to be that entertaining of a person on the internet. Like, I don't think I'm that witty, that funny. I don't think I have like a super awesome voice and whatever. But, you know, that was another thing I've been debating. I'm like, should I like use a voice changer for Amayame? But those voice changers are really expensive, and also you need to have like a really good computer to run them, because they're like they work off of, I guess, AI or something. So I don't have either of that. I don't have the money and I don't have the great computer setup. So I'm just gonna go in as Amayame with my real voice and just pray that people like me. Just be you, you're awesome. Aww. I've always been really self-conscious about my voice though, cause like I don't have a really high-pitched girly voice, you know, for being a woman. And the other thing I've always been self-conscious about is that I feel like I talk too slow. Like my mom used to tell me like, you know, you don't talk slow, you're just very deliberate with everything you say. Like you have to really think about your words, you know? And I mean, I guess so, but I feel like I talk too slow and I sound like weird, you know? Trust me, I get it. I'm very self-conscious about my voice at times. Yeah, and it's like, you know, my voice doesn't sound like the voice of a chibi anime character voice. Like, it should be like high pitched, you know? Like, most anime characters have really high pitched voices. Like, this is like, oh, you should totally talk like this, you know? Yeah, hi, everyone. Konnichiwa, Mina. But it's like, there's no way I can put on a voice like that for hours, like streaming, you know? I would die. Hey everybody, today I'm going to play a video game. Oh, my voice would die. I watch Iron Mouse and I was so surprised to learn that's just her actual voice. Yeah. I actually looked it up the other day. I was like, does Iron Mouse use a voice changer? And like the Google results said like due to her illnesses she had like damage to her vocal cords, so that's like her natural voice. I feel so sad for her though. I mean, she's doing a lot better now because she's raised so much money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation and they've like helped her a lot. So like her health has been improving, but I just feel so bad that she's got that condition where she's pretty much just stuck isolated in a room, you know, like, but she made one heck of a career for herself. Like, she's definitely an inspiration for anybody who wants to go into VTubing. I mean, I don't have anything like that, knock on wood, thank God. Like, I can go out into the world, I have a pretty good immune system. The only thing that I got going on is I don't have what you would call pretty privilege. So I feel like I definitely have that anxiety where if, God forbid, if, you know, I became popular VTubing and then I got like doxxed or, you know, people came into, you know, my art Discord server or even watched my YouTube videos here. Like, they figure out what I actually look like. They find my Facebook, they find photos of me, and they're like, oh my god, she's fat and ugly! And then it gets all over Twitter and, like, YouTube videos, like, oh, this VTuber's fat and ugly. Oh, I'm just so scared of that. Because it's like, I'm not skinny. I mean, I don't think I'm ugly, I'll be real. Like, yeah, I don't think I'm ugly. I'm not a 10. I'm probably like, you know, a 5 or a 6. I'm average, right? But I am overweight. I've been, you know, morbidly obese my whole life. And people look at that in a very judgy way. You know, they immediately think about like what kind of lifestyle you live and how you got that way. And I do eat. I eat. Granted, I try to eat healthy, but I'm not perfect. And I do go to the gym now. I go to the gym 3 days a week. I'm trying to get into better shape. But I definitely just have like fears about, people judging me, like judging my voice, and if they find photos of me, judging how I look. Because one thing I know, people are really harsh on content creators in general. Like, people get weirdly parasocial with VTubers, especially. And I think that's like a lot of the reason why most VTubers stay anonymous. Like, they don't let people know like what they really look like, or they use voice changers. They try to keep their real selves very hidden. Trust me, I know I go through that a lot as a trans woman. Yeah. Her friendship relationship with Connor is cute. It is. Oh my god. Yo, that Connor guy is so sweet. The Iron Mouse. Like, he does so much for her. I didn't I didn't used to watch a lot of VTubers, but now I do. I've been like studying them like it's my homework, because I gotta learn the ropes. Like, if I'm gonna be VTubing, I gotta figure out like how do they do it. He is a sweetheart. Oh, and that VTuber avatar that I made for Mike, the Ari Luca, the duck thing. Hopefully, he'll be able to get that rigged, and then we can like collab together when I get to VTubing. Like, basically, Mike is gonna be my Connor. It'd be really fun. And one of the things I have to do too before I start VTubing on Amayame is like make a list of content ideas. Like, what games will I play? What YouTube videos will I react to? One of the things I really want to do, but I'm not entirely sure how, is Mike and I like to play this game that I think would really entertain people a lot. So I don't even know what to call it. But like, I can identify a song after hearing like one or two notes. And I don't know how I have this ability at all, but number one, it has to be a song that I know, okay? Because obviously, if I've never heard a song before, there's no way I'm going to be able to identify what it is. So it has to be a song that I know. I only need to hear the first note or two to be able to tell you what it is. Because my brain is like an MP3 player, it traps music. So if I hear a particular note, I can immediately tell you, like, what it is. But there are some that trip me up. Like, sometimes at the beginning of a song, it doesn't start with music, it starts with like noises or something, and then I get confused. Like, I have to hear the actual notes of the song. But that would be really fun to have like my viewers like send in music, but it has to be from a list. It's got to be a list of music I know, obviously. And then have Mike play like a snippet, like 2 seconds of it, and then and then we can see how many times I get it right. The other thing is, I'm really good at telling voices. Like, when I hear a voice actor, I can like immediately tell like who it is. Like, in TV shows and movies and animated stuff. I'm like, oh, I recognize that voice. And again, 9 times out of 10, I'm always right. It's very rare that I'm wrong. But I can tell, like, if there's a voice actor that has a really similar voice to somebody else, I can also tell, like these people sound nearly identical, like their pitch, their tone, their accents, and everything. So it's a fun ability. It's just sad that like what can I really do with it? So I'll make it into a game and VTube with it. That's what I'll do with it. I also want to do like karaoke streams too, because I think it'd be really fun, to sing. I do enjoy singing. Alright, I need the upper part of the sleeve here. And I do want to do some like YouTube react videos, but like fun stuff. Like, for example, there's a VTuber I watch who reacts to like car crash videos. Not where people get like hurt or anything, just people who drive really badly, Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Hang on a moment. Oop. Oh, here we go. I have no idea what I copied here. That is not what I wanted. Okay. I wanted to copy off of this layer. I see. One bit of advice I could give, look into what games will be coming out around the time you will be making your VTuber debut, then research the hype around it. See what possibilities you can do. Using the hype of a game to build an audience, it's what a few VTubers do. That is a really good idea, except I don't know if I'll have the budget for it. Games are like... Unless it's like a Steam game that doesn't cost $60 to $80. I don't know if I'll be able to like afford it. At least not starting out, like not debuting. But it is a really solid, like that is solid advice. It's just I'm kind of broke. Games are so expensive. Oh my god, and the prices of games just keeps getting worse. Like now they're trying to charge $80 to $100 for games these days, and I'm just like, how does anybody afford video gaming anymore? I can't even afford World of Warcraft Midnight, and I want it really bad, but ain't got the money for it, so I'm kind of hoping for Christmas, my dad or Mike or somebody will give me money so I can get World of Warcraft Midnight. This is the state of things. Oh. And it's funny because it's never been a problem for me before to afford World of Warcraft, but it is now, so that's where we're at. I think the only thing I'm really worried about though is when I start the VTubing, like when I debut, I don't know how many people are actually gonna watch. Cause I've never really been able to get a lot of people to watch my streams. Granted, my art streams are, just me drawing for hours, so like I know that that's not for everybody watching somebody draw. Trust me, I get it. It's why I have to commission you in installments, yeah. Considering it's $90 for the Epic Edition for Midnight. And that's the one I want! I want the Epic Edition! Because I want all the stuff! And I don't have that kind of money! Oh! It's getting hard, gamers. Getting hard! Like, if I have to choose between buying a video game and buying groceries, like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna choose my groceries. It's what I gotta do. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like lately, I have every month for I don't know how many months now. I haven't really been spending money very frivolously at all. Like, the only thing that I've spent money on that I would consider frivolous is my Clash Royale and Clash of Clans because I pay for the battle passes every month. Because, like, those games would be obnoxious to play if you didn't have a battle pass, I'll be real. And I've been playing them for like a decade. And they're the only two games that I do play like literally every day regularly because I just don't have a lot of time for a lot of other games. Because most games are huge time sinks. Like World of Warcraft, I only get to play 1 to 2 days a month. Like I do it just enough to get my trading post done, and you know I'll do holidays. And I know the like 22nd anniversary is coming up this month in World of Warcraft. Like I will do that. Like I'll grind out all of the transmogs, all of the mounts, the pets, the toys. But then that's it. Like I don't have time to play, you know, all the expansions and everything, unfortunately. Which is also kind of, you know, dumb for me to buy World of Warcraft Midnight because, like, I've barely played WoW since Shadowlands, so, you know, Shadowlands, Dragonflight, War Within, I really barely played any of those expansions at all for the past 3 years. Or more than 3 years. Because I work a lot, you know? And I have to work to make money to live, so that doesn't give me time for gaming. Now, if I'm VTubing, then technically I could play World of Warcraft on my VTuber character. However, let's be real. How many people watch World of Warcraft streams? And how entertaining are they really? Especially if you're not doing like high-end content like mythic rating and whatever. Like I am a super casual. I do not do that kind of stuff when I play WoW. So I really don't think that if I'm like VTubing on Amayame and I'm just doing my WoW stuff that people would be entertained by it unless I can somehow make it really funny. But I don't really know how doing like trading posts and stuff is fun. Like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how to make streaming World of Warcraft content really engaging or fun at all. And I wouldn't want to like lose my entire audience, you know what I mean? So I don't feel like WoW would be a good game for me to stream. But that's just what I've thought of. I'm just, you know, I wanna make sure people are having fun and not bored. Let's see. Alright, there's 3 golden lines right here. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's gonna be a lot of trial and error, you know, when I start VTubing, like what's gonna hit with people and what isn't. All I can say is that, you know, I'm sure when I debut, it's probably gonna be like barely anybody watching, so I'm gonna have to do my best to like stream as if I have like 100 people watching, you know? Just be the best, most entertaining little chibi fawn that I can be. And pray that, you know, more people come to watch. and that all the work I put in to make the avatar and set everything up is, not gonna flop. Because the thing about VTubing is there's a lot of VTubers now. There's a lot of competition. And I need to make sure that this debut goes well and that, I advertise it properly. Yay! Yeah, I'm gonna try and I might actually like pay for like Instagram ads and stuff. So, yeah. My webcam stopped working. Woo! My avatar's just in her idle animation now. I don't know why that happened. I'm gonna do a little research too, like when VTubers debut, like where, like how do they advertise it? How do they build up hype and stuff? Like, do they also have like other VTubers give them shout outs and stuff, like people who are more, secure in the industry? I highly doubt that. Like, I can't just go and ask, like, hey, I'm a nobody. Will you shout me out and let people know that I'm gonna debut? Like, I don't think that would work. Wouldn't be a stream without technical issues. Yeah, especially my stream. I hope that if my VTubing goes decently well, I can make enough money to, like, upgrade my stuff, because my computer is really showing its age and it's struggling. Like, literally my graphics card drivers uninstalled themselves a few days ago. And everything kept crashing because of memory errors. So like, I need some money so I can fix all of this. Money, 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 money. Money is the bane of my existence. The bane of my existence. Let's see here. Boop, boop. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Finish her belt thingy. Do 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 do. Alright, so I got her arm. Line art's coming little by little. Tricks don't mix, how it's done, done, done. I have no idea what this layer is here. I have a layer here and there's nothing on it. Okay. This poster has an insane amount of layers. Oh no, I'm having memory errors, guys. That's why my webcam died. My antivirus literally just popped up. Module update failed. Error allocating memory. Let me see. I want to check and see if my my graphics card is working right now or not. Because if it's not, that means that my computer is running the graphics on the motherboard graphics chip, which is not good. Which means my graphics card really is fried and doesn't want to work anymore. Don't you love it? Oh, yeah, everything's crashing. Uh-oh, my computer's frozen. Oh no, my mouse is frozen. Oh great. Uh-oh. It's all crashing. Oh no. Oh no! Oh Long Johnson. Oh no. This is bad. Oh yeah, everything's crashing. I'm just slowly closing down everything. I closed VLC Media Player. I'm closing my browser. Right now my screen is black, so I can't see anything. Okay, Clip Studio's back, making sure I saved, because if my whole computer's gonna crash, then I don't want to lose the work I've done so far. That was lovely. So yeah, this is why I need money. Everything crashed. Oh my god, I gotta close the VTuber program. It also crashed. Whew. Yeah. All right. Everything is shut down now. Oh my goodness. And also it looks like OBS is frozen, so that's nice. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Now that everything is closed, let me see if I can see what's up with my graphics card. System about. Multiple GPUs installed. Why does it say that? That's interesting. I'm gonna send that to Mike. He's my IT dude. Oh, and I can't because Discord crashed too. I guess I'm gonna have to reboot.